Abrasive Wheels Mock Tests 2026, 20 questions and answers. For more practice test questions and our online Abrasive Wheels course, click this link. Or visit our website www.healthandsafetytrainingfirst.co.uk. Question 1. Which UK regulation is the primary legislation covering the safe use of abrasive wheels? A. The Health and Safety at Work Act of 1974, B. The Provision and Use of Work Equipment Regulations of 1998, or C. The Lifting Operations and Lifting Equipment Regulations of 1998. The correct answer is B. The Provision and Use of Work Equipment Regulations of 1998. Question 2. According to the Provision and Use of Work Equipment Regulations, who is permitted to mount an abrasive wheel? A. Only a person who has been trained and appointed by the employer. B. Any employee with more than 5 years' experience. Or C. Any employee who has watched a safety video. The correct answer is A. Only a person who has been trained and appointed by the employer. Question 3. What is the main purpose of the ring test performed on a vitrified abrasive wheel? A. To detect internal cracks or damage. B. To check the balance of the wheel. Or C. To verify the manufacturer's batch number. The correct answer is A. To detect internal cracks or damage. Question 4. What does the RPM marked on an abrasive wheel represent? A. The recommended speed for the best finish. B. The speed at which the wheel will automatically stop. Or C. The maximum speed at which the wheel can be safely operated. The correct answer is C. The maximum speed at which the wheel can be safely operated. Question 5. Why must blotters or compressible washers be used when mounting abrasive wheels? A. To keep the wheel clean from oil and grease. B. To distribute the flange clamping pressure evenly across the wheel. Or C. To increase the friction between the wheel and the spindle. The correct answer is B. To distribute the flange clamping pressure evenly across the wheel. Question 6. Which of the following is a mandatory requirement for an abrasive wheel's machine guard? A. It must be made of transparent plastic to see the work. B. It must be strong enough to contain fragments of a bursting wheel. Or C. It must be painted bright yellow for visibility. The correct answer is B. It must be strong enough to contain fragments of a bursting wheel. Question 7. When using a bench grinder with abrasive wheels, what is the maximum allowable gap between the tool rest and the wheel? A. 3 mm, B. 10 mm, or C. 15 mm. The correct answer is A. 3 mm. Question 8. What should you do if you find abrasive wheels that do not have a marked maximum speed? A. Use it only on low-speed machines. B. Calculate the speed based on the wheel diameter. Or C. Do not use the wheel and seek advice. The correct answer is C. Do not use the wheel and seek advice. Question 9. How should new abrasive wheels be tested after they have been mounted? A. They should be run at operating speed in an enclosure for at least 1 minute. B. They should be immediately used on a piece of scrap metal. Or C. They should be turned by hand for 10 rotations only. The correct answer is A. They should be run at operating speed in an enclosure for at least 1 minute. Question 10. What is the primary risk associated with side grinding on abrasive wheels designed only for peripheral grinding? A. The wheel will wear down too quickly. B. The wheel may shatter due to lateral pressure. Or C. The motor will overheat and burn out. The correct answer is B. The wheel may shatter due to lateral pressure. Question 11. Which piece of PPE is considered mandatory when using abrasive wheels? A. High visibility vest. B. Impact resistant eye protection. Or C. Steel-toed boots with metatarsal protection. The correct answer is B. Impact resistant eye protection. Question 12. What does dressing abrasive wheels involve? A. Cleaning the wheel and restoring its sharp cutting surface. B. Painting the sides of the wheel to show wear levels. Or C. Applying lubricant to the wheel to reduce heat. The correct answer is A. Cleaning the wheel and restoring its sharp cutting surface. Question 13. In the context of abrasive wheels, what is glazing? A. When the wheel becomes shiny and smooth, losing its cutting ability. B. When the wheel is covered in protective wax for storage. Or C. When the sparks from the wheel create a glass-like finish on the metal. The correct answer is A. When the wheel becomes shiny and smooth, losing its cutting ability. Question 14. What is the legal requirement regarding the storage of abrasive wheels? A. They must be stored in a damp environment to prevent brittleness. B. They must be stored in a dry, frost-free area, preferably in a rack. Or C. They should be stored flat on the floor to prevent rolling. The correct answer is B. They must be stored in a dry, frost-free area, preferably in a rack. Question 15. If abrasive wheels are dropped on a hard floor, what is the correct procedure? A. Inspect them visually and use if no chips are seen. B. Perform a ring test and use if they sound clear. Or C. Destroy them or set them aside for professional inspection. Do not use them. The correct answer is C. Destroy them or set them aside for professional inspection. Do not use them. Question 16. The spindle speed of a machine must be checked against what? A. The date the machine was last serviced. B. The maximum operating speed marked on the abrasive wheels. Or C. The horsepower of the motor. The correct answer is B. The maximum operating speed marked on the abrasive wheels. Question 17. What is loading of abrasive wheels? A. When particles of the material being ground clog the wheel's surface. B. When the wheel is too heavy for the machine spindle. Or C. When the operator presses too hard on the tool rest. The correct answer is A. When particles of the material being ground clog the wheel surface. Question 18. Who is responsible for providing the necessary PPE for tasks involving abrasive wheels? A. The employee. B. The health and safety executive. Or C. The employer. The correct answer is C. The employer. Question 19. Why should you never force abrasive wheels onto a spindle if it is a tight fit? A. It will make the wheel impossible to remove later. B. It can cause internal stresses that lead to the wheel bursting. Or C. It will cause the machine to vibrate excessively. The correct answer is B. It can cause internal stresses that lead to the wheel bursting. Question 20. What document should be consulted for specific manufacturer safety information regarding particular abrasive wheels? A. The safety data sheet or manufacturer's instruction leaflet. B. The local building regulations. Or C. The company's annual tax return. The correct answer is A. The safety data sheet or manufacturer's instruction leaflet. For online construction and other safety courses, free guidance and more tests, find us on www.healthandsafetytrainingfirst.co.uk or call us on 0330 122 6126. Thanks for watching.